all, welcome back. This is The Fresh Creator, and today you're watching some Food for Your Thoughts. We're just doing a simple Sunday sauce, which consists of a few of the freshest items in the kitchen. It's been a long week. We all know that we all crave that home-cooked feeling when we're in the kitchen, and especially when we're sitting around the table with family, before we start another long week, of course. So today, I'm going to teach you how to make a very simple sauce in about less than 30 minutes. So, first ingredients you're going to need, you'll need pepper. You can use banana pepper, green pepper, or any type of bell pepper that you want. Color doesn't matter. It really depends on your own taste. You'll also need onion, red onion, yellow onion, white onion, any type of onion you choose. Watch if you use Vidalia onion, because then the sweetness of the peppers will also play on the sweetness of the onions. You also need fresh basil. So delicious. And of course, the special ingredient, garlic. You'll also need a can of diced tomatoes if you like chunkier sauce. And if you don't prefer the chunky sauce of tomato, you would prefer using a crushed can. Also, you'll need olive oil. And of course, you'll need your basics. In any kitchen, you'll need sea salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. What I have on the stove right now is my ground beef that's been sauteing for about 5 minutes. If you don't eat beef, you can always choose to use ground beef or ground chicken. When your ground meat turns a lighter version of the color that it's already been, in this case light brown because it's beef, that means you can start adding your other ingredients. So, as we do that, I'm going to finish up chopping my pepper, which you want to remove the inside and dump out the seeds. You'll also need to chop up your onion, cut it in half, easiest method, put it down, slice it in about 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, be careful of your fingers now, and then of course slice to the side. For your basil, you can always never overdo basil or garlic, according to my grandmother, which I agree with. Basil, you can do a tear method, or you can also chop it. But if you choose to chop it, do not save it. Either put it on your dish as a topper, or just eat it. It's delicious, and it always freshens your breath. Garlic, you could use a crusher, or you could also chop it as well. Easier, you have a few different utensils. Don't take out everything in your kitchen. You need a knife, a wooden spoon, and a pretty big pot. So, let's get going. First, I'm going to dump some of my basil into the meat that's been on the stove for at least 5 to 10 minutes. You want to cook it somewhere between medium and low heat so the meat doesn't get chewy or overcooked. The next step you want would be to add your onion and your pepper, and of course the rest of the garlic. Once you saute that in your pan for about 2 to 3 minutes, you want to give it a nice light toss. Of course, you want to make sure that the meat and also the vegetables are mixing together so the vegetables can cook a little bit through before you add the can of tomato sauce. Don't forget, in any kitchen, you might want to add more heat once you add the vegetables, because now you have 2 different types of items in your saute pan. Of course, make sure you keep a clean rag off to the side to wipe your hands. Always wash your hands between doing meat products and vegetables of any kind. Also, when you add the can of sauce, make sure you don't overcook, and if it starts to stick, always add more oil. Now we're going to add more tomatoes to the saute pan to really get this dish going. You're going to give it a light stir and increase your heat to medium high. It should smell really extra good in your kitchen at this point. If it doesn't, you might be doing something wrong. Maybe start over. After you let your saute pan sit for about 5 to to 10 minutes. Make sure you're stirring in between so it doesn't stick. It tends to stick on any type of mixed items in any type of pan. So be careful. If you need to lower the heat, make sure you do. Always, if you want to add more sauce or if you want to add more oil, do that. And of course, you can add pepper, garlic, and any type of other ingredients as you may want to. We have a special guest in the audience today, watching me as we do this, smelling all the ingredients. A family favorite in this house for food. Make sure you add 2 tastes, garlic powder, pepper. If you like it spicy, you can even add hot peppers to this dish. You want to add a little salt, not too much, because the tomato can has actual salt in it already. And of course, if you want, you can add more onion powder as well. Don't overdo the spice until you've tried it a little bit once it's cooked through. Once you've let this set on the stove, you boil water. You can use rice, pasta, or any other type. If you don't want a carb, you can just eat it alone. Good luck. If you have any questions, visit me at Fresh Creations by LG. Thanks.